Hello students. Say here, today we are getting you the model answers of a first PUC annual examination of March-April 2022 held in Bangalore South on 29/3/2022. So it helps for the other districts so that they can go through the answers, right? And if it benefits, we'll be very happy. And I request those who have not subscribed, please subscribe and share among your friends, right? And encourage the educator guru. Now let us start the first PUC annual examination of March or April 2022, subject accountancy, right? All these things it will be there in there. You need not worry about section A and section B. I have written the along with the questions only the answers. So let us start with that. Answer any 8 questions, but we have answered all questions. State any one objective of accounting. The objective of accounting is to ascertain the profit and loss of the business. Expand ASB, Accounting Standard Board. ASB is called as Accounting Standard Board. Journal is the book of original entry. Journal is a book of original entry. Write any one feature of subsidiary book. The subsidiary book records only the credit transactions made by the business during the accounting period. So it transacts only the credit transaction. If it becomes cash, then it will be taken in what actually the cash book. Cash sales are recorded in cash book. Definitely cash sales are recorded in cash book. Sixth question, GST is a destination based tax on consumption. It is what do you call filling the gaps, consumption of goods and services. Some persons say price is a wrong answer, it is consumption. Give an example for error of omission. That means you have omitted, that means you have forgotten to enter. Credit sales to Mr. X was not entered in the sales book. Bill of exchange are covered under where? Which is covered under Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. State any one of the examples for fixed assets. You can take land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, and goodwill, whatever you call this what actually fixed assets. Total debtors account is prepared to know credit sales, whether it's true or false. It is true. It is prepared to find out what actually the credit sales. Then expand MIS, Management Information System. State any one element of computer system. You can write anything, control unit, input device, output device, storage, right? Anything that you can write what actually computer system. This is about section A. Now section B, answer any 5, but have answered all questions. State any 2 branches of accounting, management accounting, financial accounting, human resource accounting, inflation accounting, right? You can write anything, right, which is called as, that is all branches of what actually accounting. What is dual aspect of concept? Every business transaction involves 2 aspects of equal value. That means you can say that assets minus liability is equal to capital, or capital plus liability is equal to asset. It is called as accounting equation, which is dual aspect. For every debit, there should be a corresponding credit. Give the rule of debit and credit of asset accounting. Debit increase the value of asset, credit decrease in the value of asset. Very simple. Debit increase the value of asset, credit decrease in the value of asset. If you buy asset, the value will increase. If you sell asset, it decreases. State any 2 causes of differences between cash book balance and passbook balance, which is called as bank reconciliation statement. That means why that difference comes. Check issued but not yet presented for payment, right? Then it is called as what actually the one item. That means one difference. Check deposited into bank for collection but not yet collected. Even you can say that wrong credit, wrong debit, right? Standing instructions are debited in the passbook but not credited what actually in the. So likewise, you can take so many transactions where in my tips where I have given you the full picture of the bank reconciliation statement. You can write any two out of that, right? Next, what is depreciation? A gradual reduction in the value of assets due to various reasons is called depreciation. Or you can say depreciation is the decreasing in the value of asset due to wear and tear and time or passage of time, which is also called as directly depreciation. Give the meaning of gross profit. You remember gross profit is nothing but sales minus cost of goods, is cost of goods sold is called as what actually gross profit. The difference between the net sales and the cost of goods sold of an organization in an accounting period is called as gross profit. You can easily remember here, I will write it, that is called as gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold. We have worked out in the previous papers the problems also. So gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold is called as what actually gross profit. What is statement of affairs? Statement of affairs is like a balance sheet, but it is not a balance sheet which is prepared to find out what actually the capital, both opening capital and closing capital. I have given you statement of affairs is a statement of assets and liabilities of a business concern. It is prepared in case of account from incomplete records. It is prepared to find out capital, that is asset minus liability is equal to capital. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. So, right. Now the last question is write any two limitations of computer system. It requires huge investments, requires specialized human resources. So they must be specialist in that, then only he can do. If they are not specialized, then it becomes a disadvantage. So this is up to section B. Now section C. Classify the following accounts into assets, capital, liabilities, expenses, losses and revenues and gains. Here it has been given, very simple. I have written that one. You can see that capital account, capital, cash account, asset, interest paid, expenses, salary account, expenses, creditors, liability, sales, revenue, machinery, asset, goodwill, asset, it is intangible asset, bills payable, liability, outstanding wages, liabilities, discount received, revenue, then stock is asset. So if you write like this, then you have what to call how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is there. So it is for 6 marks. That means each one you will get half marks, right? Then next question is prepare analytical petty cash book for the following transactions. Received cash from the petty cashier, spent for postage, bus fare, stationery paid, cartage. You have to prepare what actually. Say here I have prepared that one analytical petty cash book, that is amount received, date, particulars, then total payment, analysis of payment, postage, traveling, printing and stationery, cartage. You can say even add ledger accounts, right? So cash received, to cash debit side, that is when you write to 2, it becomes what actually debit side. Then January 10 by postage 40, 40, by bus fare 20, 20, that is it comes under traveling or you can say conveyance. Then stationery, that is 10, that is printing and stationery. Then cartage, it is 40, total 190, 90 is the balance. Then next year opening balance it becomes 90. If they ask impress system, you need not worry. What is the total amount you have spent? 110. Say write to cash 110. Then it becomes impress. That means you are maintaining a minimum balance. This is what actually question number 22. Now question number 23. Question number 23. Prepare purchase book from the following transactions. Bought goods from Sudhir, purchased goods from Ravi, purchased goods from Mr. Nagesh at 10% trade discount. Shashi sold goods to us. It has not been given direct, it has been given indirect. Shashi sold goods to us means we have purchased goods from Shashi. Bought goods from Ashok. Purchased goods from Anand for cash. Very simple. Last item on for cash. So this entry will not appear in purchase book because it appears in what actually cash. It will not appear under subsidiary book, that is under purchase book. So it is very simple. Purchases book, date, inward invoice. Either you can here you can write, or you can here write, whatever it is. Name of the supplier, then ledger folio, amount. It is very simple. 1/3/2000 Sudhir, 1000. 11/3/2000 Ravi, 15,000. 22/3/2000 Nagesh, 20,000. Less trade discount 2,000, 10%. 18,000. 24/21 Shashi, 30,000. 23/21 Ashok, 45,000. Total 1,09,000. I have not taken this transaction, that is 31/3. Purchase goods from Anand for cash will not appear. You have to leave it, right? Right? Or you can write a note. It is a cash transaction. It will not appear under purchase book, right? Now, next question. 24th question. From the following particulars, prepare trial balance as on 31/3/2021. So very simple. When you have a trial balance, I will just show you here: capital, credit; bills payable, credit; bills receivable, debit; stock, opening stock, debit; furniture, debit; purchases, debit; sales, credit; discount received, credit. If you say only discount, it is debit. Discount received is credit. Carriage, debit. Cash at bank, debit. That's all. Where I have written that one, that is trial balance. Capital 25,000, bills payable 1,850, bills receivable 4,400, stock 8,500, furniture 2,600, purchases 8,950, sales 22,500, discount received 970, carriage 300, then cash at bank 25,570. Total 50,320, 50,320. Even I have given you the tips in my the tips and special video, where you can follow that one and prepare any trial balance, right? Next is 25th problem. From the following balances of Sharif, prepare the trading account for the year ending 31/3/2021. Opening stock, then purchases for the year, sales for the year, carriage inwards, closing stock, wages. Say very simple. Trading account for the year ending 31/3/2021. Particulars amount, this is debit side, this is credit side. To opening stock 2 lakh, to purchases 3 lakh, to carriage inwards 10,000, to wages 90,000, by sales 5 lakh, by closing stock 2 lakh. Then gross profit carried down is how much actually? 1 lakh. Very simple. That is trading account. Next, 26th problem. Prepare a balance sheet of Mr. Nagaraj as on 31/3/2021. Capital, you can say liability. Land and building, asset. Cash in hand, asset. Sundry creditors, liability. Bank loan, liability. Drawings, liability minus, that is from capital you have to minus. Closing stock, asset. Machinery, asset. Net profit for the capital you should add, that is L plus. Then bank overdraft, it is liability. So if you make this mark, it becomes only 2 minutes to work out the problem. So I have made the mark. Now I will show you how it will be. Balance sheet as on 31/3/2021. Capital 50,000, add net profit 3,000, less drawing 10,000, it is 43,000. Sundry creditors 16,000, bank loan 10,000, bank overdraft 2,000. Land and building 30,000, machinery 20,000, cash in hand 5,000, closing stock 16,000. Just check it transfer. 11 1 4 6 7 0 0 0 6 8 3 11 1 5 5 7. So 71,000, 17,000, it is tallied. Now, from the following information, find out credit sales. Whenever you have to find out credit sales, means you have to prepare total debtors account. You have to prepare total debtors account. To find out creditors, to find out credit sales, then you have to total creditors account. Debtors as on 1/4/2020, it is called as opening balance. Debtors as on 31/3/2000, it is called as closing balance. Cash received from debtors, discount allowed, bills receivable, that means debtors has been converted into BR during the year. Then bad debts, that means debt which we could not recover. From that you have to find out credit sales. Total debtors account to balance brought down, opening balance 1 lakh, by cash 1 lakh 20, by discount 2 lakh, by BR 60,000, by bad debts 8,000, by balance carry down, that is closing balance 1 lakh 40, then credit sales is 2 lakh 30,000. The entry matter of, that is question number 27. Now question number 28 in section C. Explain any 6 limitations of computer accounting system. So computer accounting system limitations, if you are so keen, for 2 marks also they have asked, and for 6 marks also they have asked. Don't worry, you can write that one. Cost of training, staff resistance, disruption, then system of failure, that is breaches of security, it affects on health. Apart from that, you can write it is cost, high cost of purchasing what you call system, and software problems, so many virus problem. You can also write what actually add in your limitations of computer. How many advantages are there? You may have so many disadvantages also. That is called as character. It is plus point and minus point. So these are the limitations of computer accounting system. Now section D. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Mr. Mrs. Rajaram traders. So you have to write the journal entries. We have done so many journal entries like this. Say, then how we should write that journal entry? I have written that journal entry, but only one thing is I have not written the narration, because you know how to write narration. So January 1st started business with cash 80,000. That is journal entries in the books of Rajaram. 1/1/2022, cash account debtor to capital account 80,000, 80,000. You know that Rajaram started business with cash. You know that, you can write that narration, because we have already practiced 4 papers, right? This is the 5th paper that what we are writing. The next one, cash purchases. Cash purchases means purchases account debtor to cash account. Or purchase goods for cash or cash purchases are one and the same. Next date, cash sales rupees 20,000. That is cash account debtor to sales account. Narration is sold goods for cash. Next is goods purchased from Sneha. That means it is a credit transaction. You have purchased goods from Sneha. That is purchases account debtor to Sneha's account 30,000, 30,000. Next, sold goods for cash costing 8,000. That is 10,000 is the total amount. This is a trick where which has been given. You are not supposed to touch this, what actually 8,000. Why? Sales always includes profit. Sales always includes profit. This is a misguiding. So don't touch this costing 8,000. You take only what actually 10,000. Sold goods for cash. That is cash account debtor to sales account 10,000, 10,000. Don't write 8,000. If you write 8,000, you will lose marks. Then advertisement expenses paid 3,000. It is very simple. Advertisement expenses account debtor to cash account 3,000, 3,000. Then sold goods to Arun 27,000. It is credit transaction. That is Arun's account debtor to sales account 27,000, 27,000. Then cash paid for household expenses. When you have this one, you must be careful, which is called as drawings, Household means what? That is for personal. So you should say that drawings account debtor to cash account. Then cash received from Arun 25,000. Cash account debtor to Arun's account 25,000, 25,000. Then bought computer for office use. So it is very simple. Computer account debtor to cash account. It is how much actually? 30,000. 30,000. Then commission received rupees 4,000. That is cash account debtor to commission account 4,000. Deposited into bank rupees 7,500. Bank account debtor to cash account 7,500. Once again, I am informing you students that have not written what actually narration, but you have to write narration. You have to write narration in the exam without fail. So I have mentioned here, you have to write narration without fail. Here for the quick revision, that I have not written what actually the narration. Next. Now the 30th problem. From the following transactions made by Ravi Shankar traders, prepare double column cash book. Double column cash book or two column cash book. They are one and the same. Cash in hand 1,75,000, cash at bank 6,500, deposited to bank 1,05,000, issued a check for furniture purchase 25,000, purchased a computer for, they have forgotten cash, purchased computer for cash 20,000, loan taken from bank 2,50,000, bought goods and paid by check 85,000, sold goods to Ram Murthy and received cash 30,000, sold goods and received check from Anand 50,000. Anand check received on sale deposited into bank. This is the trick of the problem, right? One of the students asked, this was given in model question paper also. The same type of entry has been given in the final exam also. Check received on 26th March, but you have deposited the check on 28th March. Say when it is different dates, it is very simple. First you have to consider this one as cash, then you have to deposit that cash into what actually bank, then it becomes contra entry. So this is the trick always which they expect, that how do you treat this one, right? So that you must be careful. Apart from that, nothing is there. Paid for stationery purchase, it is 2,000. So let us start one by one. Opening balance cash in hand and cash at bank 132, that is two column cash book, date, particulars, ledger folio, cash, bank, date, particulars, ledger folio, cash, bank. Now two balance brought down 1,75,000, then 6,500. So next entry is deposited into bank, that is bank account debtor to cash account. To cash account 1,05,000, then here by bank 1,05,000. It is a contra entry. You write in the ledger folio column C, it is called as contra entry. Next, issued a check for the furniture purchase rupees 25,000. So buy furniture in the bank column, you write 25,000. Next, purchased computer for cash 20,000. Buy furniture, that is how much actually, what is that, I'm sorry, purchased computer for cash 20,000. Computer, it is cash, it is how much actually, 20,000. Then loan taken from bank 2,50,000, that is bank account debtor to bank loan account, bank account debtor to bank loan account, to bank loan account. Here you have to write, that is in the bank column 2,50,000. This is a separate type of entry which has been given, right? Then bought goods and paid by check 85,000. So buy purchases, that means in the bank column you have to write how much actually, 85,000. Then sold goods to Ram Murthy and received cash. This is as good as cash sales, right? So that is two sales. You have to write how much actually, 30,000. Then sold goods and received check from Anand 50,000. So this entry first you should be treated as what actually cash. Then first you should think that cash account debtor to Anand's account. First we say that it is what actually cash account debtor sales account is how much actually 50,000, which has been treated as first cash. Now on the next date, that is 28th, Anand check received and sale deposited into bank, that is bank account debtor to cash account. To cash in the bank column 50,000, then by bank here in the cash column 50,000, then it becomes contra entry. Here also it is contra, here also it is contra. That means which appears once in the bank column, once in the cash column. Next, paid for stationery purchased 2,000. So by stationery 2,000, then balance, then you will get the closing balance, the last date and the opening date of the next month, that is after March. It is first 1/4/2021, two balance but on 78,000 and 3,01,500. This is how we have to work out the two column cash book. If you are so keen that in the model question paper the same type of problem has been given and have solved, so that if you repeat then it is as good as the same. Now the next problem is 31st problem. Enter the following transactions in relevant subsidiary books of Mr. Samrath. December 1st, purchased goods from Mohini for rupees 20,000 less 5% discount. Purchase, but actually book. It is purchase book. Sold goods to Ramya for rupees 15,000, sales book. Sold goods to Sahana 40,000 less trade discount, rupees, that is 10%, sales book. Purchased goods from Sridevi for rupees 70,000 less trade discount, that is purchase book. Sold goods to Sunanda rupees 30,000, sales book. Sunanda returned goods rupees 3,000, it is sales returns book. This is the mistake which has been given in the question. Goods returned to Sahana is a wrong one, because it is very simple. Sold goods to Sahana means instead of that it should have been goods returned by Sahana. So it is a grammatical error. Actually it is a sales returns book. It has been what actually, there is no meaning for that. So goods returned by Sahana 2,000, it comes to what actually sales returns book. Sold old furniture, it will not come at what actually your purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales. It either it appears in journal proper or it appears in what actually cash book, right? So sold old furniture 4,000. It will not, that's why I have marked close. That means you are not supposed to take that one. Purchase goods from Nandini 50,000, purchases book. Bought goods from Arpita 7,500, purchases book. Goods returned to Nandini rupees 5,000. Say just goods returned to Nandini. Say earlier we have purchased goods from Nandini, but is purchased goods from Nandini 50,000. Now we have returned goods to Nandini. It is purchase returns book. Sold goods to Srinivas rupees 10,000. It is once again sales book. So what you have to do is, here I have done everything very simple. Purchases book, that is Mohini 20,000 less discount 5%, 19,000. Sridevi less discount 3,500, 66,500. Then Nandini, it is how much actually 50,000. Then Arpita 7,500, total 1,43,000, purchases book. Then you know that inward invoice number, either you can write it here or you can write here also, it is one and the same. Then sales book, that is a date in outward invoice. Here it is inward, it is outward, because this is inward means we are getting, it is out means it is going out. Ramya 15,000, Sahana 40,000 less discount 4,000, then 36,000. Then Sunanda 30,000, Sri Vidya 10,000, total comes to 91,000. Then purchase returns, you have only one, that is Nandini, it is 5,000. Here you have to write debit note, right? In purchase returns you have to write debit note. In sales returns you have to write credit note, that is Sunanda, Sahana. This is the entry I showed you. It is a wrong grammatical error. They should have used by, but they have given 2. Sahana 2,000, total comes to 5,000. Then if you feel you can write this journal entry also, that is journal proper, that is sold gold furniture, cash account data to furniture account, or you can write it in the what you call the sentence that this entry will not appear in this book, in subsidiary books, it appears in cash book, right? So this is how you have to work out. It is once again I am telling you, it is quick revision, so that when you go before the examination, we can just go through it and have those things in your mind. Now problem number 32. From the following particulars of Mr. Shashank, prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 31/12/2021. Bank balance as per cash book. It is, if you have seen my tips, right, it is very clear, it is called as regular balance. In my previous video, special video which has been given, that is chapter wise tips has been given. In that it has been given cash book to passbook, passbook to cash book, overdraft, from cash book to passbook, passbook to cash book, everything has been given in detail. So when nothing has been mentioned, it is called as regular balance as per cash book 20,000. Check issued but not cashed prior to 31st December 2021. Then what you should do, you know very well, you have to do the calculation. When you have to do the calculation, it is called as check issued. Cash book balance is showing less. When you issue check, then cash balance comes down, whereas passbook balance showing more. Add how much? 4,000. Very simple. Then next, second one, interest on investment collected by bank and credited in the passbook. Very simple. Say when you say that interest on investment, again cash book balance is showing less, but passbook balance is showing more. When interest has been credited, it is add, it is how much actually? 2,000. Then next, check paid into bank but not cleared before 31st December 2021. When you deposit a check, you assume that cash balance has increased, but in the passbook it is showing less. How much actually? 3,000. Then bank charges credited. Again here grammatical error. It is not credited. Bank charges cannot be credited. It is debited. Say sometimes you will have some clerical error. You just rectify. It cannot be credited. Bank interest will be credited, but not bank charges. Bank charges debited in the passbook. So when it is debited in the passbook, bank charges, cash book is showing more, but passbook is showing less. How much actually? 2,000. Then a customer directly deposited into bank account 5,000. When he deposit the account, very simple, cash book is showing less, but passbook is showing more. Then add how much actually? 5,000. Then electricity bill paid by the bank under standing order, that means as per standing instructions, rupees how much actually? 300. So when they paid that electricity bill, cash book is showing more, but passbook bill is showing less. Why? Because they have paid on behalf of the electricity bill. It is 300. So how many adds are there? 1, 2, 3. How many lists are there? 1, 2, 3. So very simple. If you do this one here in this balance as per cash book 20,000, add check issued but not presented for payment 4,000, interest on investment collected and credited in the passbook, direct deposit by the customer 5,000, then less check deposited but not yet cleared and credited 3,000, bank charges debited in the passbook 2,000, electricity bill paid by the bank as per standing instruction 300. If you add this and less this one, you will get balance as per passbook 25,700. As per 25,700. Now 33rd problem. Mrs. Bharat Company Limited purchased a machine for rupees 3,60,000 on 1/4/2017 and spent 40,000 on transportation. Very simple, 3,60,000 plus 40, it becomes how much actually? 4 lakh. So the cost of the machine is how much actually? 4 lakh. On 1/10/2019, it sold machinery purchased on 1/4/2017 for rupees 3 lakh. That means from 17 to 2019 they have used, then they have sold for rupees 3 lakh and purchased another machinery for rupees 5 lakh on the same date. The same date is 1/4, that is 1/10/2019. They have purchased one more machine after selling this machine for rupees 5 lakh. The company charges depreciation at the rate of 10% per annum on straight line. Straight line method is nothing but what I call fixed installment method every year. The book of accounts are closed on 31st March every year. Prepare machinery account and depreciation account for the first 3 years. So, first 3 years means that is your purchase on 1/4/2017, 17/18, 18/19, 19/20. So, you have to do it for 3 years, right? So, here I have given you that very clearly all thing calculations. Machinery 1, 1/4/2017, 3 lakh 60 plus 40, it comes to 4 lakh. 31/3/2018, that is closing minus depreciation 40,000, 1/4/2018 balance is 3 lakh 60,000. So, again 31/3/2019 depreciation 40,000 because fixed installment it is one and the same. So, 1/4/2019 balance is 3 lakh 20,000. On 1/10/2019, you have sold the machine, but from 1/4/2019 to 1/10/2019, you have to calculate depreciation for 6 months. That is April, May, June, July, August, September. You have sold on October. So, 1st of October only you have sold. That means only for up to September, means it is 6 months. So, 4 lakh into 10% into 6 months divided by 100 into 12, it comes to 20,000. So, balance is how much actually? 3 lakh. You have sold it for how much actually? 3 lakh. I have written no profit, no loss. No profit, no loss. So, this is one thing. So, clear. Machine 1 is clear. Machine 2, 1/10/2019. This is on the same day which you have sold. On the same day you have purchased one more machine, 50,000. Minus 31/3/2020 depreciation for 6 months. That is for 1/10 to what actually 31/3, it is 25,000. It comes to 4 lakh 75,000. I have done for one more year, that is not necessary. You say that it is enough, right? I did it for the 4th year, but in the paper they have asked only for 3 years. Say here it is there that 40,000 for 17/18, 18/19 is 40,000, 19/20, 20,000 plus 25,000, it comes so much actually 45,000 is total depreciation. Why you have to do this calculation? This calculation is for your depreciation account. Now, I will show you the same thing which will be represented in what actually in your machinery account. To bank account 4 lakh, by depreciation 40, by balance carried down 3 lakh 60,000, 4 lakh, again 3 lakh 60, 40, then 3 lakh 20, then 3 lakh 20, by depreciation 20,000, by bank account 3 lakh. Profit and loss account I have put dash because neither profit nor loss. Then you have purchased to bank 5 lakh, by depreciation that is 25,000 which I have calculated for machine 25,000. So, balance carried on 4 lakh 75,000 to balance next it is 4 lakh 75,000. Very simple. Here 4 lakh 75,000 is there. Then you have to prepare depreciation account. Depreciation account 31/3/2018 to machinery 40,000, 31/3/18 by profit account 40,000, 31/3/19 to machinery 40,000 by profit account 40,000, 1/10/2000 in machinery 20,000 old one, right? 31/3/2020 to machinery new one for half year 25,000. Then by profit account how much actually? 45,000, 45,000, 45,000. If you do this, then you will get full 12 marks. This is how we have to do. We have done this type of in the previous videos also, you check. Now 34th problem. On 1/1/2021, X sold goods for rupees 50,000 and drew a 3 months bill. You may not be able to 3 months bill to Y for the account for the amount, and Y accepted and returned it to X. Y honored his acceptance on the maturity. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of Mr. X and Y. That means X sold goods to Y and he drew a bill on Y for 3 months which was accepted and honored on the due date. Past necessary general. Again in our previous videos we have done, even in our model question paper also the same type is, only one thing is names might have changed and the date might have not actually changed. Very simple, that is journal entries in the books of X. You have sold goods, Y's account debtor to sales account 50,000, 50,000. Goods sold on credit to Y. Then you have drawn a bill, BR account debtor to Y's account 50,000, 50,000. Bill drawn on Mr. Y and accepted by him. Right? On the due date, you know very well, it is 1/1/2021, 3 months and 3 days, grace days. It becomes what actually 4/4/21. I have shown in all the problems, right? So 4/4/21, that is honored, that means it has been paid cash or bank. Either you write cash or you write bank account debtor 50,000 to BR account, it is 50,000. Bill has been honored by Mr. Y and money received. These are the 3 journal entries you have to pass in the books of Mr. X. In this similar fashion, journal entries in the books of Y. 1/1/21, purchases account debtor 50,000 to X account 50,000. Earlier it was sales, here it is what actually purchases. X account debtor to bills payable account 50,000, 50,000. Bill drawn by X has been what actually accepted and it has been paid on 1/4/2021. Bills payable account debtor to cash or bank account 50,000, 50,000. Students, very easy to score 12 marks in this, right? You may get the same type of question even in the examination, either honoring or dishonoring. If it is dishonoring, very simple, you have to reverse the entry. This second entry reverse. Here you reverse the second entry, here you reverse the second entry. That's all. It's very easy if it is dishonored. If it is honored, the same what actually journal entries. Only one thing is names may change, that is amount may change, dates may change, but you know how many months has been given. For that months you have to add number of what actually grace days without fail. Always grace days remains one and the same. Now 35th problem. From the following trial balance, prepare trading and profit loss account for the year ending 31/3/2021. Name of the account, debit, credit. Here only I am going to write everything. Capital 18,000, liability. In the tips I have given, I am just repeating that one. Purchases and sales 16,000 and 32,000. That is trading account debit and trading account credit. Stock as on 1/4/2020, 12,000, which is called as trading account debit, which is called as opening stock. Machinery 8,000, it is asset. Cash at bank 2,000, asset. Cash in hand 1,000, asset. Wages 2,000, trading account debit side. Now rent 900, profit and loss account debit. Legal expenses 500, profit and loss account debit. Commission received, commission what actually received, it is 600, it is profit and loss account credit. Debtors and creditors 8,000, 800, 9,000. One is asset, the other one is liability. Debtors is asset, creditors is liability. Bills receivable, asset. Bad debts, profit and loss account debit. General expenses 1,600, it is profit and loss account debit. Then adjustments, any adjustment that is outside the trial balance, it should be affected twice. Stock as on 31/3/2021, 16,000, this is closing stock, it comes under trading account credit side, plus again in balance sheet asset, Depreciation on machinery at 10%, it is very simple, profit and loss account debit plus from the asset, that is machinery, from the machinery you have to minus, outstanding rent rupees 100. Then what you have to do, profit and loss account debit plus liability, it is liability because still you have to pay. Provide PDD, provision for doubtful debts, at 5% on debtors. So 5% of provident upon debtors you have to means it is very simple. Profit and loss account debit plus asset side debtors you have to minus. Commission received in advance. You remember students, whenever any income received in advance, it is not asset, it is a liability. Any expenses paid in advance is an asset. Any income received in advance is not an asset, it is a liability. Commission received in advance, then what you have to do is profit and loss account credit minus. Then again it should appear on the liability side of the balance sheet. If you prepare in your mind like this, it is only 5 minutes job to work out what actually trading and profit loss account and balance sheet. I will show you that one, how it has been done. Trading and profit loss account for the year ending 31/3/2021, particulars amount, debit, credit. To opening stock 12,000, to purchases 16,000, to wages 2,000, by sales 32,000, by closing stock 16,000, gross profit carried down 18,000, total 48. Again by gross profit 18,000, then to rent 900, you have outstanding rent 100 and then it comes 1,000. To legal expenses 500, to bad debts 1,000, to general expenses 1,600, to depreciation machinery 10% of 8,000 is 800, to PDD 5% of 8,800, 8,800 is how much actually 440. Then by commission 600, less received in advance 400, then it comes to 200. Then if you find profit, that is net profit is 12,860. Then balance sheet as on 31/3/2021. Capital, that is liabilities, assets, capital 18,000, add net profit 12,860, 30,860. No drawings has been given in the problem. Creditors 9,000, outstanding rent 100, commission received in advance. I told you anything income received in advance, it cannot be asset, it should be a liability, 400. Machinery 8,000, less depreciation 800, 7,200, cash at bank 2,000, cash in hand 1,000, debtors 8,100 minus PDD 440, 8,360, bills receivable 5,800, stock 16,000, then total it comes to 40,360. So while if you do these things, then it becomes very easy for you to prepare trading and profit and loss account. Now 36 problem in section D. Satish does not keep proper books of accounts. The following information is given. You know that cash in hand asset, cash at bank asset, stock in trade asset, sundry debtors asset, sundry creditors liability, bank loan liability, office equipment asset, land and building asset, furniture asset. You see, so you know that where you have to write in the balance sheet, say liability side, asset side. If you write, then the difference between the asset minus liability is capital. Very simple. That means the opening asset minus opening liability is opening capital, closing asset minus closing liability is closing capital. During the year, he introduced 20,000 as further capital, that is called as additional capital, and withdrew goods rupees 2,000 and cash rupees 10,000. So total drawings it comes to 12,000. Very simple. Total goods, there is drawings, personal drawings is 12,000 for personal use. Adjustment, appreciate land and building by 10%, depreciate furniture by 5%, bad debt rupees 1,000, provide 10% for bad and doubtful debts on sundry debtors. You must be here very careful. I have shown you the clear this one. Sundry debtors closing balance is how much actually 60,000. Out of that 1,000 has become bad. That means you are not going to get it. So out of 60,000 you have to take out 1,000, then it becomes 59,000. On 59,000 you have to calculate 10%. So it is just like when person is dead, then after that if you say doubtful, then what statement you made, then that itself is doubtful. So that you cannot do. So you must be very careful. When debt is there, then take out that debt. Then the remaining you make what actually? Doubtful, right? So 10% of for bad and doubtful debts on sundry debtors. Insurance paid in advance rupees 500. Prepare statement of affairs, then statement of profit and loss account for year ending 31/12/2021, revised statement of affairs as on 31/12/2021. I have made it. I will show you. Combined statement of affairs. Cash in hand 18,000, 12,000, cash at bank 1,500, 2,000, stock 80,000, then 90,000, sundry debtors 36, 60, office equipment 25, 30, land and building 30, 30, furniture 10,000, 10,000, sundry creditors 60,000, 40,000, bank loan 10,000, 8,000, capitals 1 lakh 30, 1 lakh 86,000. This is opening capital. Opening capital, and this is called as closing capital. Closing capital. So first you have to prepare combined statement of affairs, right? Then after that, statement of profit and loss for the year ending 31/12/2021. Closing capital 1,86,000. Add drawings. I have already told you 2,000 plus 10,000 it is 12,000. 1,98,000. Less additional capital 20,000. Then it comes 1,78,000 is called as adjusted closing capital. Less opening capital 1,30,500. Then you will get a gross profit of 47,500. Then less expenses or losses, depreciation on furniture 500, bad debts 1,000, RBDD 60,000 minus 1,000, 59,000 at 10% is 5,900. Then it comes to 7,400. Then add income or gain, appreciation in land and building, it is 3,000. That is 10%. 10% of 30,000. If you get it out, 10% of 30,000 is 3,000. Insurance paid in advance, it is how much actually? 500. So 3,500. Then it comes how much actually? 43,600 is net profit. Now we have to prepare revised statement of affairs. Revised statement of affairs, or they call it as what actually the real, what you call statement is revised closing statement of affairs. It is revised. Earlier we have already prepared the closing statement of affairs. Now it is revised closing statement of affairs. Sundry creditors 40,000, bank loan 8,000, capital 1,30,500 plus net profit plus additional capital minus drawings. You will get it. Cash in hand, cash at bank, stock, debtors 60,000 minus bad debt 1,000, 59,000 minus RBDD 5,900, then 53,100, then office equipment 30,000, land and building 30,000, appreciation plus 3,000, 33,000, furniture 10,000, less depreciation 500, then insurance premium paid, it is 500. If you write like that, then 2,30,100, 2,30,100 automatically which tallies. This is problem number 36, last problem of your section D. Now last part, section E. We have done, but anyhow I am going to show this one. Draw a diagram of accounting process. Here it is there. Accounting process, communicating accounting information, economic events, then decision makers, internal and external users. All these things which goes to what actually accounting process, one after the other, which what actually runs. That is called as, what do you mean by the diagram of what actually your accounting process. Now 38th question, draft a specimen of debit voucher. Very simple. Debit voucher, bar traders, I have given some name, you can write any traders, voucher number, credit account, cash, amount 6 lakhs, you write whatever amount, you write 60,000, you write 6,000, you write 60 crore, I don't mind. Date, you write any date. Debit accounts, serial number 1, code, you write any some code number, account name, Sheila I have given, amount 3 lakh, then narration, cash received 2, code number, Vishnu 3 lakh, cash received, right. Then Vishwanath have given some name, you say X authorized by, then Hari prepared by cashier. If you write like this, then it is called as what I call a debit voucher. Now the 39 question, prepare a machinery account for 2 years with imaginary figures under written down value method. So we have to prepare written down value machinery account. If you are so keen, when you prepare the machinery account, you take the same machinery account and write it here. You take any date 1/4/2018 to bank 5 lakh, 31/3/2019 by depreciation 50,000, by balance carried down 4,50,000, 5 lakh total. Next year balance to balance brought down 4,50,000 by depreciation. 10% of 4,50,000 is 45,000. 10% of 4,50,000, that is opening balance, it is 45,000 because written down value. By balance carried down, it is 4,05,000. If you have a confusion, 4,05,000. Then 1/4/20 to balance brought down 4,05,000. 2 years, 1 year, second year and third year opening balance. That's all. If you write, you will get 5 marks. Now 40th question, prepare a balance sheet with 5 imaginary figures. It's very easy. Balance sheet as on, you write any date. Liabilities, assets, capital, you write some amount. I have written 70,000. Creditors 30,000. Plant and machinery 30,000. Motor car 10,000. Stock 60,000. You write cash in hand. You write cash at bank. You write anything. You can write 7 items, 8 items. But they have asked 5 items. I have given you 5 items. If you write like this, but it should, balance sheet should tally. So I will tell you the simplest method. You write everything, leave the capital, then balancing where you write capital, then automatically which tallies. It is very easy for you, right, to remember, and if you attempt such type of problems, you will get full marks. So this is a quick revision which I have done for the paper of annual examination of Bangalore South Division, that is 2022, which was conducted on 29th March 2022. So here I have made a quick revision. Why? So that before going for the examination, you can just verify everything and get into the examination hall, then it remains in your brain. I wish all my students to do in best and take out in your accounts. Read the question paper carefully. And last but not the least, I request those who have not subscribed for this channel, kindly subscribe and share among your friends. All the best, students.